Hello, Childrens. Mr. Bruce here. Getting down to Christmas week, we're starting off with one of my favorites. Two things I like the most, bears and Santa. This is called Santa Bruce, about a bear named Bruce who was kind of grouchy, unlike this Bruce. But before we start, eyes watching, ears listening, voices quiet, body calm. Let's proceed with the adventures of Santa Bruce. Bruce was a blue bear who did not like the holidays, and he lived with three little mice. Hi, fellas. He used to, every year, skip the holidays by sleeping all winter long through his cave. This year, the mice said, "This is going to be a great Christmas. No migrating, no hibernating, just family and fun. Let's wake him up." And so they woke Bruce up. You're ruining the Christmas spirit. Don't be so grouchy," they said. "I thought we were spending it all together as a family." Bruce wanted nothing to do with it. Well, the local geese had decked the halls and decorated. The mice had made lots of eggnog. The holiday season was going to be filled with cheer. Uh-oh, that mouse got into the eggnog. Bruce did not like fun. Bruce did not like cheer. Bruce did not like fun nor cheer. Boy, he's one grumpy bear, isn't he? Usually bears are good-natured. Most of all, Bruce did not like being cold, which is why he started wearing long underwear and a big red hat whenever he'd go outside in the winter. Then it happened. He was shoveling snow, and a raccoon came up and said, "Hey, aren't you Santa?" Mistaken identity again," he said. "No, I'm not Santa. Go away. Leave me alone." "Oh my gosh," said the raccoon. "I met Santa. I'm going to go tell all my friends." He said, "Wait a minute. I'm not Santa." Every year they do this. Bruce decided to ignore the problem, so he ran home and closed the door and wanted to wait until the problem went away. The problem did not go away. It got worse. "Did you hear someone knock at the door?" he asked. "Oh, it's all the animals in the neighborhood. Should we let them in?" "No, don't open the door. They'll get my floor all dirty with their wet feet." "Don't let them in my house." Oh, they opened up the doors and they all yelled, "Santa!" Look at all the animals. They're all in his house and they think he's Santa. He told the mice that live in his house, "Tell your friends that I'm not Santa." But you know what they said instead of telling him it's not Santa? Look at him. He's up there and he says, "Everyone listen up. Single file, no pushing. This is Santa Bruce and he has time to see all of you. Who wants hot chocolate?" Oh no, they'll never go away. Bruce sat in his chair to get away, and one by one they came up and sat in his lap and told him what they wanted. "I want 99 red balloons for Christmas. I want world peace for Christmas. I want a race car." What's a moose going to do with a race car? "I've been very, very good this year," said the hedgehog. "Could I please have a power compound miter saw?" Oh, they want everything, don't they? Finally, after everyone had told them what they wanted, they all went home. And Bruce could grumble in peace and quiet, but not for long. All of a sudden he heard another knock at the door, because all the parents in the neighborhood wanted to thank Bruce for taking care of the children and for his Christmas spirit. Bruce started to tell them that he didn't have any Christmas spirit, but the mice shouted him out and said, "Oh, no, don't go. Bruce wants you to stay. You're welcome. And what's more, Santa Bruce is going to deliver presents to all your kids tonight. Yay!" The little mouse said, "It's a Christmas miracle." Bruce still looked grumpy. And with that, the parents all went home shouting with glee. Bruce especially did not like glee. Finally, Santa Bruce headed to bed. The mice, however, had other ideas. "What about getting ready for your big night? Come on, get ready to deliver the presents. What about the children?" Bruce put down his foot. "I'm having nothing to do with this. I will not deliver presents." Besides, he said, I don't even have a sleigh. Just then, the mice pulled up with the toboggan with a wagon on it. And they said, ta-da! Here's your sleigh. Well, we don't have any reindeer, said Bruce. Well, the geese were very helpful. They lined up and got in the harness, and they can fly, as we know. Okay, sure, said Bruce, but we don't have any presents. What will we deliver anyway? The mice were all ready. By the way, look what we have in your bag. What's in those boxes? Cookies. We made cookies for everybody. Bruce said, I'm still not going. And the mice said, please, please. All you have to do is sit in the sled. We'll give you chocolate eggs. Chocolate eggs. Finally, the grumpy old bear said he agreed for one night to be Santa, and everyone's happy. They were all happy, except for somebody who wasn't happy. He said, we have too much weight. So guess who had to get out of the sleigh and pull? Santa. And they all got in the sled. It's going to be the best Christmas ever, they said, and he just grumbled like an old grump. Being Santa was not an easy job for Bruce. He had to slide down chimneys he was too big for, and sometimes there were fires in him, they'd burn his bottom. And he kept slipping on the trains and knocking over trees in the house that were dark. Somebody left him a cookie and he bit, and it wasn't a cookie, it was soap. The baby didn't know. He even delivered to the bunnies in their warren and got stuck up in the tree. What a night he had. Well, by the time he was finally finished, the early morning light was creeping over the white Christmas. All the critters in the forest awoke, and they found their presents waiting for them from Santa Bruce. They were so happy. Bruce had spread the Christmas spirit, and all the animals of the forest came and brought something, and they had a giant feast. And they were all very happy, except for one grumpy and tired Bruce. He did not like happiness. He liked sleeping. But his bed would have to wait. They all left, and he finally said, I'm sleeping through next Christmas. And the mouse said, we're going to do this every year. And the geese said, honk, honk. The end. Well, sometimes bears get grumpy when you wake them up because they're heavy sleepers. But Bruce still did a good turn for all the creatures in the forest. We'll be back. More stories all week. Until then, be very good this week to your folks because you have no school. All right? And be sure, wash your hands. Bye-bye.